Green. One Metro Detroit school district is rolling out a few electric school buses this fall. The EPA says that means cleaner, healthier air for kids and a reduction in greenhouse gas emissions compared to diesel. But the cost and vehicle range, especially in the colder months, is something school districts will have to weigh carefully. 7 Action News reporter Darren Cunningham going in depth, speaking with the Roseville Community Schools, the EPA, and engineers on clean buses about the pros and cons.
Do you hear that? No, you don't. But this school bus is on. As Roseville Schools has found out, the virtual silence is one of the many differences between electric and diesel.
I have drivers that drive these regularly. They keep notes on each bus, what happens, what went wrong, you know, if it makes a funny sound.
Working out the kinks, as Scott Sikorsky puts it. He's the transportation supervisor for Roseville Community Schools, which has 2 electric buses as part of its fleet.
We have a responsibility to show our students that we care about the environment, and there's no better way than to, really model that behavior.
Roseville School Superintendent Mark Blaskowski says the district got the battery-operated buses in February 2020 through a grant through DTE. Administrators say they aren't cheap. The EPA lists the price between $300,000 and $400,000, while a diesel bus runs about $100,000 to $120,000. But it's the long-term benefits to the environment and eventual cost savings as it relates to fuel and maintenance proponents look towards. And the EPA is subsidizing the purchase of electric school buses through a rebate program, doling out $5 billion over the next 5 years.
So that's the goal right now, is to get $1 billion out this year. And, we're going to look at the experience that we have with this rebate program and try and figure out, is this the best way to get the money out to the school districts that need and want these buses? Or are there different mechanisms?
We're worried about the winter, what you get per miles, with the battery charge.
In response to that concern, Doug Arborano with the EPA says some buses will be temperature controlled to account for colder weather impacts on the battery. And he says more charging stations will be popping up. Anna Stefanopoulou, a mechanical engineering professor at the University of Michigan, says the top 2 concerns with EV school buses are often vehicle range alongside charging and also safety on the road.
As engineers and as managers, we need to really think of the worst case scenario, and that's what we need to, prepare for. And I think, working together with the state and educators that they can help explain the issues could also reduce this type of anxiety.
In Roseville, Darren Cunningham, 7 Action News.